Welcome to this overview tutorial on project budgets, where we'll explore the essential components of budgeting, the budgeted amount, actual amount, and variance. In this session, we'll focus on the layout of our budget template, demonstrating how to utilize the mini table positioned above the main table. While we won't go through a step-by-step guide, you'll gain a clear understanding of how this template functions, helping you effectively track and analyze your project's financial performance. Additionally, on this channel, I provide overview tutorials on various templates, teach Excel, and cover tools like AI that can enhance your workflow. If you're interested in any templates, be sure to subscribe and check the contact details in the video description below. Let's dive in. Have you ever noticed that when you have a lot of important tasks to complete, you might end up forgetting some of those things? Well, I've created a helpful daily reminder message macro that you can easily use to alert yourself about upcoming tasks and deadlines. Once you set it up, the macro will automatically trigger at the specified time and read the message aloud to you. To do this effectively, click on the Set Daily Reminder Message button located on the dashboard. A dialog box will then appear, showing you the specific format you can use to set the daily reminder message correctly. Let's enter 6 hours 15 minutes and 0 seconds AM into the field and click OK when you're completely done. Now, a new dialog box will promptly ask you to enter the alert message you wish to receive. Let's type, "Hello, this is Nathan presenting," and then click OK to finally close it. Setting an alert or reminder message offers several key advantages. First, it helps you stay organized by keeping important tasks front of mind. Second, it reduces the risk of forgetting deadlines, ensuring timely completion of projects. Third, reminders can lower stress by breaking down larger tasks into manageable steps. Finally, they enhance productivity by creating a structured schedule, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Overall, alerts are valuable tools for effective time management. To navigate to the report, click the Report button, and then click the Project Budgets button, followed by the Notes and Instructions button. Now, let's click the Dashboard button to access additional features. This is how we smoothly navigate through the various worksheets in this workbook. Essentially, this is the clear layout structure for the project budget report or form you will use. If you go to the Project Budgets worksheet, you'll notice that the table has a vibrant fill color, which is automatically updated by the macro running in the background. Additionally, some of the column data has been carefully formatted using conditional formatting, which can be found under the Styles group. Row 12 contains the important table column headers, and these columns are the ones we used for the report we just saw in the previous worksheet. Now, cell C7 serves as the primary search and retrieve cell for the data in the table rows. We will use column D's specific item names to retrieve all the relevant table row data. Let's use R17, which has many filled cells that contain valuable information. In this report, all we need to do is remove R18 from cell C7 and replace it with R17 to update the data. Then, click anywhere on the sheet, and the entire report will automatically update with the information from R17. With these effective formulas, you don't have to manually enter anything else, just use the item name provided in column D. Using a single formula to retrieve data offers several advantages. First, it simplifies the process, allowing for quicker calculations and less complexity. Second, it reduces the risk of errors since you manage only one formula instead of multiple ones. Third, it enhances consistency, ensuring that all retrieved data is based on the same criteria. Finally, it improves efficiency, making updates easier and faster, as any changes only need to be made in one place. Now let's try entering the project data for the various projects. In this project data, we want to see how changing the budgeted amount in cell I17 will specifically affect its variance. Let's change it from $100 to $400 to observe the results. As you can see, our variance has automatically updated itself, and the data in the mini table will also reflect this important change. Now, let's change the actual amount used for the project to $450 to analyze the impact. As you can see, our variance will automatically update, and in this case, it has turned negative since the actual amount used is greater than what we initially thought could adequately cover the project. This is the formula we are using to automatically display whether the amount is positive or negative for the project's financials. Essentially, that's how you can enter data for this specific range in the table with accuracy. As you have noticed, for the budgeted amount, all smaller amounts will be formatted in green, while larger amounts will be highlighted in red for clarity. This formatting also applies to the actual amount column for consistency. For the variance, positive amounts will be shown in green, indicating a gain or surplus in the budget. However, if we exceed our budget for the project, we will encounter a loss, which will be clearly formatted in red. The mini summary table will always automatically update if any changes are made to the main table, as long as those changes fall within the specific date ranges entered in the mini table.
Hello, this is Nathan presenting.
So, this is how the alert message we set is ready and displayed. Just click OK to close it. If you go to the dashboard, you will see that the time is continuously ticking. I have also included drop-down lists. For example, for the payment method, we can use these categories. All the categories for each column header must be entered somewhere first so that you can reference and adjust them accordingly. For the payment status, I have only used these 3 categories. For the project phase, I have used these 3 again. As shown before, this mini summary table will automatically summarize data using formulas. To see the total budgeted amounts, we can use this sum formula. But let's say you want to see the total budgets between a given date range. You just need to enter your start date in cell G3 and your end date in cell G4. Now, let's change 2030 in G4 to 2022 and then click anywhere in the sheet. As you can see, this date does not exist in our month of November, as you can check in column E. So, all we have to do is replace March with November using the same date format in cell G4. Please make sure to use the same date formats consistently. As you can see, our budgets between this date range have been updated in cell H3. Now, let's verify this by highlighting the dates that fall between this date range in column E and also highlighting the budgets for these dates in column I. If you add these 3 budgets, you should get the same $73 as it appears in H3 of the mini table. Now, to make the entry process more exciting, I have created macros to streamline your work. First, we have this search button. If you click it, it will first tell you the number of empty cells in the table. Click OK to close this message, and immediately the first empty cell will be highlighted in blue. A scrollback button will then pop up, enter something and click the scrollback button, and the table will be returned to its previous position. Enter anything in cell D11, our search cell, and then click search again. This will locate the item in the table. If there are similar item names, it will find the first one. If you enter something that is not found in the table, an error message will inform you that the item is not found. Just click OK to close it. To add a new row, click the Add Row button, and a new row will be added at the bottom of the table. To delete an item, click Delete, enter the item name, and use item names from column D only. This will delete the entire row. To use the Save as PDF button or the Save as Word button, watch my full tutorial on the Project Management Data Capturing Workbook. The link is provided in the video description below. To filter data easily in the table, you should use the Filter Data button, and again, check out the video in the description below. In conclusion, this lesson has demonstrated how to efficiently manage project data using macros and various features within the workbook. By utilizing tools like the search function, adding or deleting rows, and filtering data, you can streamline your workflow significantly. If you want this free version of the template, please like, share, and comment to support our work. For any questions or further assistance, I have included my contact details in the video description below. Thank you for watching.